Salone be here. And another rapper was slain yesterday. Well, yeah, November the 1st, 2 in the morning. Takeoff. My favorite Migo is Offset because Offset is a Sagittarius and I just love me some Sagittarius people. My rising is in Sagittarius, so that's my favorite. Quavo is my least favorite because he's an Aries. I don't really like, I like Aries people. They just hot-headed. But an Aries needs a Libra around them at all times to keep them calm. Because Libra is the other half. Anyway, I got my uncle on this morning. I'm trying to find me a treadmill where I can actually do my video without nobody bothering me. I found one. Okay, so let's get down to the details of the Takeoff situation. From what the police are saying is that the two gunmen fled. The Houston police are saying the two gunmen fled and they need people to reach out to them to tell them what happened. So right now it's under investigation because the gunmen fled. So what happened was they had a party of 40 people at a bowling alley. They were playing dice. It got really heated and shots ring out and Takeoff got hit. And the two gunmen fled. And other people fled too. So they're trying to figure out what happened. And the Houston police are actually calling a community gathering to stop the violence and rap. Okay, so that's what's going on. But I'm going to get into the astrological points because, first of all, Quavo is a life path 8. He's an Aries. Okay? Takeoff is a Gemini. He is a life path 2. And Offset is a Sagittarius, and he's a life path 1. Now, the Migos just split up because 1, 8, and 2 don't go together. This is why the group split apart. More than likely, Quavo and Offset could not get along because Offset is a 1 and Quavo is an 8. And both of these are cardinal numbers and they're leaders. So the 1 can stand on its own and the 8 can stand on its own without needing each other. Takeoff is a 2 and a 2 is pretty much dependent to an 8 and a 1. So Takeoff was just, kind of dependent and he was younger. So he kind of needed to be under somebody, so he stayed with Quavo. Quavo, the Aries that he is, got his nephew killed because he's hot-headed, and then he's a life path 8. Life path 8s get into all kinds of mess. Things happen to them. They become homeless. They can become rich too, and they can lose it all, and they could bounce back. The 8 represents Saturn. Saturn is karma. It is the god of karma. It is also the Grim Reaper in olden texts. Saturn is the Grim Reaper. So Quavo, the Aries that he got into an argument because Aries is governed by Mars, and Mars is represents fights, arguments, guns, war, stuff like that. So Quavo got into this argument, and Takeoff, being the Gemini that he is, he trying to get out the way, and he gets hit. And it was really between Offset and the two gunmen that fled. One of the gunmen is probably one of the Migos, their friend that ran, that shot back or whatever. And all of this is based on personality. This is why you have to watch who you deal with and who you hang around. This is why older women would tell their children, watch who your friends are, watch who you be around, watch who you deal with. And that's true. If you put certain numbers together, which are people, energy, you will get either chemistry, you'll get a bomb, or you'll get confusion and fights and stuff like that. This is why astrology is very important, so you can map out what is going on. So this breakup between the Migos was going to happen anyway because of their life paths. You got a life path 8, which is Quavo. You got a life path 1, which is Offset, and Takeoff is a life path 2. Life path 2s, they're kind of dependent. They represent the moon. Okay? Offset, he represents the 1, which is Aries. And Quavo represents Saturn, which is another ruler. So 2 rulers will not remain in a group together. And Takeoff just went with whoever, whatever, because he's dependent. He's a 2. 2s are really dependent. They're very emotional. They're very soft-spoken. They're very sweet. They're very, this guy probably was a good guy. He just got hit, And it's all because of Quavo. If you go back to the Migos, Joe Budden, they was ready to fight Joe Budden, beat his ass. They got into it. Quavo got into it with Sweetie in the elevator. They going back and forth. And Sweetie is a Cancer, so you got an Aries and a Cancer together, that don't even match. That's why they got into it. And this is what's going on, but I kind of played some music today. I didn't do anything for clout because, I like Offset. So to celebrate Takeoff, I listened to Do Anything for Clout. I did hear the Messy video, and that is pretty good. I like that. And I actually like the way Takeoff raps. But anyway, the Migos is not gangster rap. They're considered mumble rap. And mumble rap is just the way that they say, pronunciate their words and stuff like that. But I think they promote drugs. I'm not really sure because I don't listen to them like that. I only listen to a couple of songs that I like. And that's it. But they're not gangster rap or nothing like that. So they pretty all right. He just got caught in the crossfires. And we've gotten so many warnings from people. Like Kanye West coming out talking about the rap and how the rappers are given too much rope to do what they do. Then you had Charleston White. And we always get warnings before something bad happens. And that's why I was wondering, why are these people online fussing about this and that? And then this happened, another rapper dies. So this is an epidemic. So the Houston police are calling a community come together to stop the violence in rap. So right now, they don't have the shooters, and the shooters fled. So right now, they're calling to the community to give them information, which, everybody fled. So all of these people that they've uploaded on the internet with all these people standing around Takeoff, they're going to look at those videos and then they're going to start looking for people. Because I'm thinking when I'm looking at the videos that they got all these people, in custody telling, but most of these people that are in that video ran because the Houston police is saying a lot of people took off running, even the gunmen that started the shooting. So this is astrology again at work. A lot of people keep thinking it's just people acting stupid and doing this and that. No, this is cosmology, and people are energy. And you got to be able to read the energy. So like I said, they were going to break up as a group anyway because Offset is a leader, Quavo is a leader, and Takeoff is he goes where the leaders are. So he stayed with Quavo because him and Offset are not getting along. So that is what's going on in rap right now. It's becoming an epidemic where rappers are getting killed over nonsense. There is a guy that does astrology, and he talks about, you can see in astrology when a person is getting ready to die or whatever, and he takes you through, where the energy is at birth. And like if the energy is in the same place at birth that it is the day that you died, that was meant for you to go. So that's, I'm going to link that down here as soon as I find the video. So that's what's going on, I just think it's wild. It's wild. But, older people, in politics try to censor rap at a time, back in the day, to get it under control. And right now it's really out of control. It's really out of control. Like the music is just, crazy. And like even people that do professional stuff, they want to play rap music, in their business and stuff like that. And I'm like, this stuff has energy to it, and you can't really play all these things, because after a while, it's going to change your mood and stuff. That's why I don't even listen to hip hop like that. And the music that I have been listening to, like I said, the Migos, Do Anything for Clout, that caught my ear because of piano and, looking at this new video, Messy, is pretty good. So I'm going to take a look at the Migos a little bit more because they're not gangster rap. So, I don't think they talk about killing and, stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that Takeoff was sacrificed and all that. I'm like, what the hell does that got to do with anything? Somebody being sacrificed. I'm like, what does this have to do with the issues that's going on with the music? And, the crime and accidents, like this is a total accident. And it's an accident because when you put all types of people together, that's like putting chemicals together and then an explosion happens. That's all it is going on. When people get together, it's a bunch of energy mixing together. And if you put the wrong people together, you have a disaster. Okay? So that's what's going on with Quavo. If you are a fan of his, well, not Quavo, Takeoff. If you are a fan of his, play some music. Understand God makes no mistakes. Because when God calls you and takes your soul, it doesn't matter how he take it. He takes it. It could be through an accident. It could be through, you know, natural causes, or it could be through an enemy or a so-called friend. Either way, God makes no mistakes. So understand that. Step light. Watch who you're around. Do your life path. Do your birth chart. Make sure that you don't have a lot of Mars energy in your chart, because a lot of Mars energy will put you in situations that are dangerous, fights, any kind of thing. So you have to be careful. You got to know what's going on with your energy, and you got to be careful. So that's what's going on with Takeoff. Again, I'm going to go back over it. The police are looking for the two gunmen. They fled. So they're looking for information from people that know what's going on. And I don't even know if people are going to start coming forward, or they're just going to remain quiet, because everybody probably is going to get charged because y'all were shooting and you killed somebody. So two of the gunmen probably are going to both get charged because they start shooting and hit somebody. And I'm like, what these people need to do, people that are carrying guns, you need to reach out to the NRA and get some practice. Because what's going on is people are shooting and hitting the wrong damn people. They don't know their targets, or they don't care. I don't know, but it seems like to me these people can't shoot because they always hit an innocent person. So if you're going to use a gun, deal with the NRA, because they are the organization that makes sure you are safe using a gun. I don't even use guns like that because I am not educated on how to use it. And I'm not going to pick it up and wave it around and don't know what the hell I'm doing. So, again, these people need to get help from the NRA and get some practice with these guns, because innocent bystanders are getting killed because people don't know how to shoot. So, tell me what you think. Like, just subscribe, still on B. Have a great day.